This is a passage-based question. We have been given this small passage and we have to understand that to determine which of the following inferences can be drawn from it. Let us have a look at the passage. A recent High Court judgment has sought to dispel the idea of begging as a disease, which means the recent judgment was passed, which is giving an idea that we should dispel, which means discontinue, considering begging as a disease. We should no more regard begging to be a disease. Then what should we do? Which leads to its stigmatization and criminalization. If we consider begging to be a disease, then that leads to the negative impression getting created in the minds of the people. They stigmatize it and they see begging to be a sort of criminal activity. So instead of this, we should regard it as a symptom, which means we should consider begging to be just a symptom of something else. Begging is not a disease in itself. So what is it a symptom of? The underlying disease is the failure of the state to protect citizens who fall through the social security net, which means there is a disease, or which means there is something lacking on the part of the state or on the part of the government, due to which the citizens are not getting enough facilities and the social welfare schemes they deserve, and that is the reason why beggars are getting created. So now let's have a look at the inferences which can be actually drawn. Beggars are lazy people who beg because they are unwilling to work. This statement is in no way being claimed from the given passage, so that is false. Beggars are created because of lack of social welfare schemes. The passage is stating that there is some lack on the part of the government, failure of the state, due to which this disease is causing the symptoms and showing up in the form of beggars getting created. So we can say that this can be inferred from the passage. And next one is begging is an offense and that has to be dealt with firmly. Again, the statement is not being claimed in any way from this given passage. That is also false. Begging has to be banned because it adversely affects the welfare of the state. No, instead, what is being stated in the passage is that there is some failure on the part of the state or the government because of which the beggars are getting created. So that is a contradictory statement which is not getting inferred. So the only correct choice is option B, which means beggars are created because of the lack of social welfare schemes. That can be correctly inferred from this passage.